says Joe broke her leg. Yes, it sounds strange, but it happens. He tripped on the stairs and ended up rolling into her husband, who was just passing by. Now she was engaged and told us she wouldn't be teaching for the next few months. As much as it sadness me, she sure said her voice shocked, and I had to step away from teaching. You will have a substitute teacher, Mr. Jian. He just graduated from Seoul University, so he's new to teaching. Please treat him with respect. Her eyes I leaned over to Jimin and whispered, newbie, this is going to be fun. My signature mischief grin spread across my face. Jimin chuckled. I already imagine how we could teach the new teacher. The next day, our first class was math. Mr. Jungkook subject. The classroom buzzed with chatter, but there was no sign of new teacher. Late on the first day, I remembered leaning back to my chair, spotted joke. Just then, the swing opened and in walked a man with messy black hair, glance pinch on his nose, and he kind of soft features that made you stop and stare. He was dressed up in a white shirt and fitted black pant. His tie was slightly low and his cheeks were flushed from running. I'm sorry I'm late, he said, bowing politely. His voice had a soft Busan accent and it sent shivers down my spine. Jimmy met me. He's cute, he whispered, smirking his smile. I replied confidently. What? Jimmy asked, raising an eyebrow. You heard me, Mr. Jian. He is mine. During class, I spent most of the lesson staring at Mr. Jian instead of listening to him explain questions. My focus was not on the math problem but on his soft features, the way his finger moved as he wrote on the board and how his tie kept losing. Taehyung, are you paying attention? Mr. Jian asked, raising an eyebrow. Not really, I replied with a smile, but if you want, I can stay after class to catch up. Do you understand now? He asked, looking up. I didn't respond. Our eyes met, and for a moment, time seemed to stop. He quickly looked away, pleasure. If you had no more questions, you should go. A month later, or the next week, my infection with Mr. Jian grew stronger. I went from teasing him during class to finding excuse to stay after school just to spend more time with him. One day I was daydreaming during a lecture. Taehyung, Mr. Jian said, trembling, handing me a then sleep. See me after school. I smirked as I took the slip. Yes, Mr. Jan, I said, my voice dripping with mischievous detention. The classroom was empty except from me and Mr. Jian. Take a seat, he instructed. I sat at the desk directly in front of him, resting my chin on my hand as I stared at him. Do your work, Taehyung, he said, avoiding my gaze. But you are strong, Mr. Jian. How can I focus? Stop letting and get to work. He snapped at us, his cheeks turned red. Minute passed in silence, but I couldn't resist. I got up, walked behind Mr. John and whispered, do you feel what? He asked, turning around. Please, connection, I said softly. His breathing quickened instead of pulling away. He closed the distance, and before I knew it, our lips met. Afterward, ended too soon, and we stood there staring at each other. This can't happen, he said, stepping back. It's against the rule, but I can't stop thinking about you, I admitted. He looked strong. We have to be careful. If anyone find out, they won't. I promise I'll do anything to be with you. He smiled, but nodded, all right, but we kept this a secret. I smiled, my heart falling. You won't regret it. Jungkook called me Cookie, he said softly. Again, all right, Cookie, you are mine now. Taehyung baby. That class had just started, and as usual, I was seated in the back of the classroom. The class interpreted into laughter, and Jungkook sharply zeroed in on me. He chuckling, he crossed his arms. This is inappropriate, he said extremely, and if you don't answer properly, you will stay after class. But Mr. Jan, I said, leaning back in my chair, how am I supposed to focus on math when you are standing there looking like that? You are distracting, you know. The laughter grew louder and Jimmy clapped his teeth, clearly enjoying the show. Jungkook ear turned red, but he maintained his composure. Enough, Taehyung, solve the question, or I'll personally make sure you spend your free period revolving every formula we covered this month. I pouted dramatically, so strict, Cookie. I kind of like it. The class hour again, and Jungkook glared deepened. The classroom finally quieted down after Jungkook raised a hand. All right, enough. If anyone disrespects this class again, we will join Taehyung in detention. Clear? Christ, Jimmy remembered shifting his love. Cookie turned back to the board and I started plodding, howling back, collapsing. He's trying so hard to stay professional. It's so cute. You are going to get us both in trouble. Jimin whispered, thought he was clearly insane. Later in the class, Taehyung Jungkook said, suddenly speaking around from the board, since you seem to have so much energy to talk, can solve this question. I groaned but got up, making my way to the board. I couldn't feel the class watching me as I pick up the I glared at Jungkook. If I get this right, will you let me take you out for coffee? The room burst into laughter again, and Jungkook pinched the bridge of his nose, clearly expressed. If you got it right, I'll consider letting you stay in my class, he replied coldly. Challenge accepted. Taekook and to everyone's surprise solved the question correctly. There, I said with a grin, stepping back. So, about the coffee? Sit down, Jungkook interpreted, cutting off me. The class cheered and I returned to my seat, victorious after class. When the bell rang, I lingered behind while the rest of the class filed out. Jungkook was organizing his paper, his expression, whenever you be guts, he said without looking up. Thanks, I said, smiling. You got the yes, I was seen. Jungkook finally looked at me, laughing as if he was holding back a smile. Detention after school? Don't be late. I winked. Wouldn't dream of it, Cookie? He didn't pretend, but this time across the faint hint of a smile. The classroom was empty now, the silence broken only by the faint tickles of the wall clock. I sauntered towards Jungkook, having already thinking of way to making him blush again, but this time I felt a little nervous. He had been extra strict during class, and his intention there had been more heated than usual. I knocked on the door like this. Come in, Jungkook, deep voice called out. I opened the door and saw him leaning back in his chair, sounds frozen and unexpressive on his face. His tie was slightly loosened and he looked unfairly good for someone who was about to give me a lecture. You are late, he said, his tone low and calm, but it held an of authorities smuggling against the doorframe. I did make an entrance. Did you miss me, Mr. Chan? He raised an eyebrow and gestured towards the chair across from him. Sit down, Taehyung. I obeyed, but I couldn't resist teasing him a little more. You know, you didn't have to arrange a private meeting just to see me. I'd be happy to meet you after school anytime. Jungkook chuckled softly, and the sound sent a shiver down my spine. This was new. He was not annoying. He seemed amused. Jungkook, I watched Taehyung as he casually leaned back in his chair, a playful grin on his lips. He thought he had control, that he was the one running this game, but too cold to play at that. You seem a little confident in class today, I said, leaning forward slightly, fighting with your teacher in front of everyone from Motown. He started trying to look, but I noticed that pink tint crept into his cheeks. I can't help it if you are distracting, Mr. Jian, he replied. His voice was just a little. I smiled. You know the Detention isn't just about sitting here and chatting, it's about discipline, punishment, even. His eyes widened slightly, and I could see his confidence beginning to waver. Punishment? What kind of punishment? I leaned back in my chair, checking at him against the desk. Oh, I am thinking something creative. Maybe I'll need you to do a 100 push-ups or writing a 1,000 line. I will not flirt with my teacher. This always prohibiting just a 1,000 lines. That's cool. I leaned forward again, resting my elbow on the desk and fixing him with a piercing gaze. I said, my voice dropping slightly. Maybe I'll just make you to sit there while I watch you. That seemed to get you to more than anything else. Jungkook baby, I couldn't help but enjoy watching him in his seat. His unusual dreamer completely said that this was fun. Too fun, alright, I said, leaning back again. I'll give you a choice. You can either sit here and rot in those lines or what? He asked quickly, his curiosity I smirked. Or you can admit you were distracted in class because you think I am attractive. His face turned bright red, and I could see him struggling to come up with a response. I was not distracted, really. I tapped my hand, surprised. So you didn't spend half the class staring at me, and you won't say out loud that I was handsome in front of everyone. He turned, covering his face with his hand. Fine, maybe I was a little distracted. Happy now? I said, very. But you still own my those lines again, but this time there was a tint of a smile on his lips. The shift as the minute passed, the teasing and tender continued, but someone softened between us. His walk calmed down, and I found myself smiling at his rather than scolding him. By the end of the detention, Taehyung had out half the lines, and I signed him thought most of were filled with and silly remarks. Next time, I said, please do to leave. Try to pay attention in class, or I might have to come up with another punishment. He turned to me with a playful grin. You know, Cookie, I think I do like that.